Hi, Ashlynd. How are you doing? All right. This is a video game analysis. And what I'm going to help you do is we're going to watch a game, watch your last game that you had, and try to help you understand what you're supposed to be doing so you can get more involved. Because it seems to me you're not quite sure what to do. And then you're just kind of like, well, I'm not gonna go do that because I don't know exactly what to do. So let's take a look at some of these things, and I have a little rink over here that I'm going to be able to draw on and show you some of the rules. Like maybe not rules, but it's more like here are what your jobs are as a winger. And so you once you put that in your head, you have an idea of what your jobs are, then you can get into, playing and having fun with this game, because that's the whole point is that we have fun. All right? Okay. Let's take a look. Oh, I got to get that ready. Here we go. All right. So here is the rink. All right. And then let's see. You are, I think, right there. This is you. Okay. And so you are on the right wing. Okay. And this person is out of position, right? Because where should the left wing be? Do you remember? Okay. So if we look over on our rink, so this is where we are. You are right there. We've got a defenseman behind you. We've got a defenseman over here. We've got a center right there. Where should the other winger be? You remember? Right there. This left winger should be on the inside, not where they are. See, this person is not in the right position. So when the other team will have a defenseman there, a center, they have their winger there, they have their other winger right there. Okay? And as soon as the puck drops, there's two things. Either we're going to win the puck or they're going to win the puck on the face-off. Somebody's going to win. Okay? But right off the draw, no matter what happens, is the left winger goes straight out to that defenseman, and then you go straight out to that defenseman. Okay? This defenseman takes that player. This center is responsible for the other center, and then this defenseman takes that winger. Now, your job as a winger is to, when they have the puck, wherever the puck is going to go, your job is to make sure that your defenseman doesn't get a shot. So you have to kind of stand in a place that makes sense that they can't shoot, right? So let's look at that for a second. If the puck comes out to that defenseman, say, and now they have the puck on their stick, where should you stand so that they can't get a shot off? Should you be in front? Should you be on the sides? Should you be behind? Where? In front. You should be right there. So the person can't shoot through you. That's the idea. And if you're lucky and they do try to shoot through you and it hits your pads, sometimes it bounces right out and you can get a breakaway, which is super fun. Okay? So that is your job there, is to go out there and stand in front. Okay? Now, if, for example, the puck goes to when we win it and goes to our defenseman, what happens is the other defenseman goes behind the net. Okay? And so if the puck goes back and now this defenseman has the puck, The centerman's job is to be wherever the puck, 10 feet away from wherever the puck is. Okay? So the center is going to follow the puck. So right now the center is going to turn around and see this puck. And now if the puck gets passed over to the defenseman, the center is going to follow that puck and be 10 feet away. That's their job, wherever the puck goes. Now your job as a winger, now we just had it so that you were out here covering your D. Their D was there. And then your other winger had come out to cover this defenseman. So you did your jobs right off the face-off. But now we have the puck. So your job is changing. The one job is to cover your point. Now the word I'm saying there, the point, is the defensemen are, and when they're at the blue line, we say they're at the point. Wherever they are along the blue line. This person's at the point. This person's at the point. If this defenseman moved over here, they would still be at the point. It's weird, eh? It's not a point at all. It's a complete area across the blue line. But defenseman's spot on the blue line is called the point. So you went out to cover the defenseman who's at the point. And your other winger went out to the other defenseman who's at the point. 2 different points, but it's the point. Get the point? Terrible. I'm sorry. Okay. Now, the other team, we get the puck. We have the puck, and you're at the point. Okay? Now, your job is switching from covering these defensemen. That's covering. Now you're changing to supporting. You're supporting our defenseman. So you have to leave this spot and race over to the boards, turn around, and have your stick available. And this winger has to race over to their boards, turn around, and have their stick available. Because we do not know where the puck is going to go. We have no idea. But we have to be there in case it comes. Because if the puck moves over from D to D, now this player has it, okay? The next thing they're going to do is they're going to look up and try to pass the puck. So they are going to look up. And if you're not standing there ready, you're late. You're not supporting your player. Because this player wants to pass the puck to you. Now the center, who's following that puck, is coming over here. So the defenseman can either pass to the center or to you. Now, if you get it here, your job is to skate with the puck and either give it to your center, who's coming here 10 feet away from you, or because their defenseman more than likely is going to come over here to try and stop you to keep it in. So your job is to either pass it to your center or bank it off the boards and out so that the center can continue and pick it up. That's what you're doing when we have the puck. When the 2 defensemen have the puck, that's your job. And you have to race over there. So there's no slow. There's no slow in this game. Everything is fast. It's very interesting. We're here for an hour in the day, right? So your game was at, let's say it was at 9 o'clock in the morning, and your game goes for an hour, 9 to 10 o'clock. But the amount of time that you are actually on the ice is about 11 minutes total. When Ashlynd is on the ice, the clock's going and you're only on the ice for 11 minutes of that entire game. That entire event, you are active for 11 minutes. Otherwise, you're sitting on the bench. Okay? That's just the nature of this type of sport. So when you're on the ice, you got to take advantage of that 11 minutes and go as hard as you can. There's no slow. It's hard. And then we've talked about it a little bit about being aggressive. You got to be more aggressive. Like you have to want to get to that puck, or they're going to get it because they want to get to the puck. Okay. All right. Let's take a look and see how this plays out. Oh, somebody chirped him because he went to the right position. Good. All right. So, see what happened? You guys, puck was a big win straight back. That was a huge win. And both you guys didn't move. You turned around and looked. We're like, whoa. Like, you're doing two things. One of two things. One, you're moving out to the points. Or two, you're moving straight to your boards. Straight to your boards. Because if that, like, you also have to look into the future. And that's easy, right? How easy is that? You have to predict where you think the puck might be coming. How do you predict? Like, how do you know if the puck is going to come around to your side where you should be on the board? So you were here, and if the puck is coming this way, you have to race over there and be there so that when the defenseman comes around the net and looks, they can pass it to you. And if they don't pass it to you, like if this defenseman maybe comes around the boards and you're there and they don't pass it and they decide that they're going to go forwards with the puck, you have to skate with them because that is your job, offense, to go and score goals. And so you got to get down there as fast as you can go and keep up with everybody. You can't just watch. You only got 11 minutes in this game, in that entire game. Okay? All right. So how do you check? How do you know? Right? So right now, Vivian is going to get the puck. Can you tell which way she's going by what's going on there? I can't. I'm just looking at her and she's going straight at the puck. What about now? Can you kind of like look into the future or which way she's decided to go? Where the puck might come? It looks to me, based on the fact that she's crossing over, that she's going to turn around and she's going to come this way. Now, we've been practicing this where our defensemen have to release from in front of the net. And so the defenseman will go behind the net and then we try to pass it and go D to D. That's what we're trying to do. But while that is going on, you need to race out to the boards and be there and be ready. Okay? So let's see what happens. Puck gets thrown over. Matthias picks it up and then look at you. Are you racing? You know who is racing? It's Caleb. He is racing to get over there. And he almost got it. He did get it. And then let's look back at you and look your effort to get over there. Okay? Right there. Is that your best effort? I'm going to say no, because I've seen you skate hard, and that's not it. But if you didn't know where to go, what am I supposed to be doing? Well, now we can change that a little bit. Okay? And the rule, again, it's not a rule, it's just like how we work together as a team, is if our defensemen get it, your job is not the defenseman anymore. Your job is to be on the boards, turn around with your butt facing the boards, and your stick is out so that when this defenseman looks up and passes, has someone to pass to because you're there. Now let's look. Okay, so Matthias gets it and looks. He's got Caleb going, but if it were you're not there, he has no one to pass to. And he can't get it going. Need you. Your job is offense. It's way more fun than playing defense, I will say. Playing offense is a lot of fun because you get to go down there and try and score goals. It's fun. Whereas the defensemen have to break everything up. And they have to stop the scoring goals. Okay? Does that make sense? Your two jobs? All right. Let's take a look at this clip. Okay. Where's the puck? All right. Puck is in the corner. Okay, so there's the puck. Puck is in the corner. And you are right here. All right. And the other team has the puck. So it's we have the puck or they have the puck. And you have two jobs. If they have the puck, what's your job? Your job is to cover the point. Are you standing in the right position? No. No. You want to be more in front of him, not beside him, in front. So I would put yourself there, where you can look at the puck and look back at him and look at the puck and look back at him so he doesn't sneak away on you. Okay? Is this player covering their point? Nope, not doing their job because that is the point man. So, but wait, if this defenseman is supposed to be here and he moves over there, do you stay with him? Because if the D was standing on the point, that would be right, but he moved over here. So what do I do? What should he have done? Go to him. That is your player. If the player goes down into the corner, that is your responsibility. He's your guy. They don't. They tend not to, but that's what you would do. Okay? All right, let's watch it play out. Okay? So everybody should have a person. Matthias has this person. Vivian has this person. Caleb has this person. This person should be there. I think that's Bentley. And then, are you in the right position? Yes, you are. You are standing in front. Perfect. Okay. But wait. Are you supposed to go to this guy? Or are you supposed to go to this guy? Stay with your person. Okay. So you went over, the two of you went over and you left your point to stay with your job. Generally, you don't really need to come any lower than the tops of the circles. Like your area, basically, is in this big box. Wherever this defenseman is kind of moving around, you're in this box. Okay? All right, let's see if there's anything else here. Like, see the standing? No stand. Moving. Moving, moving, moving. Okay. Let's see this one. And my little note was extra jets. Let's go. All right, let's see. I'll move this over here. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we have the puck. The puck is just, well, like, now that's a good little stretch. And then you kind of stopped. Now look at this. This is what I want. Like your legs are bent. Like you go one stretch and then look at this one. Push, 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 push. Is that like pressure, aggressiveness? Like if he has time, like he's looking at you. He's assessing, does he have time or not? Or is he being pressured where he's going to have to act? And if you come in slow, it makes it easier for him. If you come in super fast, like the way your mom plays, super fast, it creates pressure. And then that pressure makes him make mistakes. And you'll see it. When he was getting pressure over here, and then you came over, and then he had to make a decision because there you are. And now he's got to do something, and he ended up losing the puck. And then you turned away. And you're like, what are you doing? Where are you going? Just like you left. I think they were calling you off. That's okay. You know, like, you don't call off. Anyway. Turn on the Jets, man. Aggressive. Let's go. All right. Get involved by being 10 feet away from the puck. Okay, so we are in what we call the offensive zone, where it's the other team's defensive zone. So here you are. All right. And I know it gets a little tricky to understand. What does it mean to be a right winger? And what does it mean to be a left winger and a center? Right? So if we look at the zone over here, the face-off dots are a great way to give everybody lanes. So in the neutral zone, we know that the right winger starts off at the point, and with a breakout, they have to move to the wall to get a breakout pass. Okay? And then you move along these lanes. And the center moves along the center lane. The center moves all the way around in the zone, but once we go into the middle of the ice, which we call the neutral zone, between this blue line and this blue line, we call that the neutral zone. So in the neutral zone, you have lanes, and you stay in your lane. Now, when you get into the offensive zone, there are no more lanes. There are no more lanes. There are support. And wherever the puck goes, the three of you, one player would be on the puck, another player will come over and be about 10 feet away from each other. What is 10 feet? From this distance to that person there. That's about 10 feet. So if the puck goes into the corner, and say Caleb goes into the corner to get the puck, you being nearby on the boards for him is 10 feet. And what you're trying to do is help that person beat one defenseman. So you're creating two people trying to work and pass the puck to each other to beat this one person. Okay? And then the other place to go, if there's two people on the boards, the third person hangs out in the high area. Because if something goes bad and the other team starts coming back, you can do something we call back checking. And a back check just means get back. That's what it means. So if the puck moves all the way over here, and say this is you, can you go and get this puck, even though you're a right winger? The answer is yes. You can go all the way over there, but you got to go hard. You got to skate fast as you can go to pressure the other defenseman. Because maybe you don't get it, but you pressuring the puck will make the defenseman whack it away where we might get it, right? So if you raced to the corner, and then this player can maybe, all their job is, all we know is that the puck is over here and you're going to get it. So you need help. So this player might come like this and be over here. So the two of you are now 10 feet away from each other and you can work together. If those two players did this, where should this player go? Where should they go to support and be 10 feet away? They come up to the high area and they become the support player back there. And there always is this triangle that gets made. Well, it's more like an L. Oops. It's more like an L that gets made. the letter L. Can you see like an upside down letter L? With that is a right side up letter L. There's an L like that. And so you come over. Okay? So when we have the play, let's see how we can get involved to see where the puck goes. All right. All right, let's see what happens here. I think I need an offensive play. All right. So there you are. So Matthias is coming. I don't know who that is. Sebastian, maybe. Okay, we're moving up the ice. You have to turn on the jets because if you're going to be 10 feet away from the puck and Matthias is zipping by you, you better pick up your speed so you're coming to help him. Just like he is, we're all coming to help the puck carrier. Because if he needs to pass, we need to be there. Okay, this is not super jets. I know you can skate faster. I've seen you do it. And now he's gone way by you and he has no one to pass to. He's doing a pretty good job of keeping up because if he continues on here, that could be a 10-foot pass. But you being behind like that, you're not going to be able to come up and help. So if we look back here a little bit, as soon as Matthias or somebody starts skating with the puck, right here, it is turn on the jets hard so you can keep up with the play. It's kind of the language we use. Keep up with the play. So you want to create, you want to, like in this case, you can even be ahead of the puck so he might even pass to you. That's kind of what we're hoping to get to. Is that if the two wingers are far ahead like that and Matthias sees it, passing the puck is way faster than skating with the puck. Okay? So here, not enough jets. I need more I need faster because now he's behind. He's behind. You're behind the play. And he needs someone to pass to. Okay? All right. In zone jobs. Let's see. All right. The other team has the puck. What's your job if the other team has the puck? Yep. This guy. And standing in front of him. Not to the side. Okay, you got to cover him. And that's what we say. Covering means making sure he's not available for a pass. That's the language. Cover. So you're standing here and this guy's moving around freely. Like you're literally standing there. Like you can't. Now look where he is. You need to be moving with him. Because if he needed it, that is a wide open play because you are not covering your guy. So covering would mean that if he moved over there, right, you would be moving over here. And there he is. And then I would move like that. And now the puck has now changed. He took a shot. The puck is now in the corner. Now the jobs are changing from being on defense, which means you should be covering the point, or now you're on offense. So your job is, this is a loose puck, so you should be racing to the boards right about here. Have your bum against the boards so that this player could come in, pick up that puck, and have someone waiting to pass to. Now, if you don't do that, you did. Now, what's wrong with this one? So Matthias gets it. What is wrong with where you are? Yeah, you're too close to this guy. It's like you got to look over and think, well, I don't want to be near this guy, so you got to move. So he has no one to pass to. He can't see it. This player needs to start moving so he can pass the puck. This center should not be backwards. He should be coming through So you can pass the puck. Okay. What should you be doing at this point? Starting to move this way so we can try to get it to you. Like having it right behind you. These are the plays that looking that way to pass it is better than passing to someone who's turned around backwards. So Matthias, ideally, right there, he looked at you. That's interesting. See that? He's looking at you. And why do you think he didn't pass it to you? It's simpler than you think. It's because you're literally standing beside somebody. So when he looks, are you open for a pass? Are you available for a pass? And the answer is no. They're standing beside, some guy's standing beside you. So if he passes it, he knows that you're probably going to get covered. He knows the future. So you need to look and see where this guy is and move. And you should be a little bit lower. You should be about there. Okay? All right, let's look at the next one. Okay, so we're lined up. Right there. Now, see how you've skated to that puck? And we have to get a little bit better with our skating and our stopping, which we will work on. But that puck went to the boards and you skated there. Now, here's a guideline. Once you have the puck, you have about 2 seconds to make a decision. Because let's look at the other player. This player. Once he lost the puck, you got the puck, and he was there. Okay? Now, let's look at what you were doing. What were you looking at? Let's look at you, and what were you looking at that whole time? So you were looking at the puck, then you turned, and then there was a guy right there. So what could you have done differently in this situation? Right about there, actually. You can do something. Yeah, look. You need to look over your shoulder to see where he is so you can make a decision. And then maybe protect the puck and go this way. Like if I were going and I look, and right about there, seeing where he is, I would not turn to the left. I would not turn that way. Because I would know that he's right there. So I want to keep my back to him, so I would turn that way instead. And then maybe give it back to my defenseman, or if you curl this way, you can actually hit your center, who's coming over to support you. Interestingly, he's 10 feet away from you. This is perfect support. Okay? All right. Need to push hard to keep up. Okay, hold it. They have the puck. Are you covering your man? Are you doing your job? Nope. You're too far. Right there. You need to move over and be in front. Okay? Because the puck kind of came to that area. All right. Matthias is getting the puck. Let's look at you. Those two are moving. And look at you. Are you keeping up with the play? Are you working as hard as you can to keep up with them? Okay? You got to turn on the jets, man. Right here, puck's moving forward as hard as you can. Start moving. Maybe you'll get a pass. But if you're moving slow and they're going to skate by you, they're not going to pass to you. You need to be part of the play to get the puck. That's important. Okay. Offensive zone jobs. Let's take a look. Good job at not going offside. Puck is in the corner. So the puck is now going. Your job is to pressure this player as hard as you can and make him try to cough the puck up. There's no slow. Right? So we want more energy here. Harder, harder. No gliding. Pressure, pressure. Okay? Right? Let's look at this one. Turn on the jets. Keep up. Okay? Are you keeping up with the play? They go by you. You're here. Goes D to D. Get in there. Like, look at Caleb. Like, they're going as hard as they can to keep up with the play. Because if it goes in front of the net, he's there to whack it in. You're not going to whack it in from back there. That's your job as a forward. To get to the net as hard as you can go. You're limit 11 minutes on the ice. You can do it. All right. I love this. Try to see in the future, okay? All right. Let's see if we can see into the future. Okay. The other team has the puck. Your job is to make sure you're standing in front. Because standing in front also gives you a little bit of time to get away from him if it changes. But standing beside him is not covering him. He can still get it. All right. So now our defenseman, now it's switched. We have it. So if it switches, what's your job? Wingers. Winger, my defenseman gets it. You should start racing to the boards. Race to the boards. Because you do not know if he's going to come this way, maybe turn around and then come back this way. It very well could happen. Happens all the time. Okay? So we have to anticipate what's going on. It looks like he's going to the other side. So my winger didn't move. Okay, now we're moving up the ice. Where could you go in order to be part of the play? You have all this room where you can skate. Just start skating. Cut that way maybe, right? Because this is here. You're standing right here. You can skate this way a little bit, then cut through a little bit, and then maybe if the puck is like moving up this way, you can maybe get a pass. You can't go offside, but you can go all the way over here maybe and stop, and then the puck goes through, and then you can come in and join the rush. Just not go offside. Okay? So I need you to get involved. This is not enough jets. Oh, so it's coming here to you. What should you do? That's it. Because if he turns this way, you better be on the boards because he wants to pass it to you. If you're out here standing beside this guy, he's not going to pass it to you. This winger should go straight out to the boards and wait. If the puck comes to your side, you're over here. Our center is going to come over here because he's going to be 10 feet away from the puck. This guy, who we say is on the weak side, because the strong side is where the puck is. So if we break the ice down in half, this side of the ice is called the strong side. And this side over here is called the weak side. So the strong side players are coming to support. The weak side player can take off and move to the neutral zone. Okay. All right, let's see. Puck comes to your side, still standing, not supporting. And had to go the other way because he didn't have support. Okay? All right. You have to assert yourself to get to the puck before they do. Okay? Where are you? You are right here. Okay? Right there. There's the puck. Okay? You have to assert yourself. So what happened was this defenseman, like you're on almost in the right spot. This defenseman has it on the strong side. So the strong side winger needs to be on the boards. But what he did was he tried to pass it to you. And it was a backhand pass, so it didn't have enough mustard. So it wasn't going quite hard enough. But you're not being aggressive enough. Right there, you should be attacking this puck. We have some techniques on how to get the puck away from somebody, and one of them is coming up here, using your stick and lifting his to try and take the puck away from him. The other one is to use your body to get in front. Excuse me. Oh, tired. To get in front and try to get the puck from him. Be aggressive. And like you tell me, is this aggressive? No, I agree. Not aggressive. I think you could have gone harder there as he kept going. Just hard, try and get there and lift the stick. Okay. All right. Three big things. One is what to do in our zone when they have the puck. Cover your point. When we get the puck, is you better get out to the boards for a pass before they're ready to pass it. If you're not there before, you're late, and it's going to make it difficult for us to get out. Okay. The how to help in the offensive zone is, remember, there's no right wing or left wing or center anymore. It's like you can move anywhere in the zone, but you want to be 10 feet away from the puck so that the player with the puck has somebody to pass to, and it's close. Any more than 10 feet becomes very difficult. You're going to get the puck more. It's more fun. And the third thing is being aggressive, is skating as hard as you can. When we do skills, you go as hard as you can, and you fall and you figure it out. That's where in practice, you go as hard as you can, so that when the game time shows up, you have been practicing. 2 practices and skills. That's 3 days of working as hard as you can to try and get your skills up, so that when a game is played, you have practiced that. You have to practice skating hard towards the boards to get the puck. It's like you're coming at the boards. It's a little scary. So you have to practice that. And it takes time. It's slow. It's like a game of chess. It's a slow game. You got to think. It takes time to get through it. Hockey, skill development is slow. You have to train your body to do certain tasks. And it's repeat and repeat and repeat until your body starts to, I know what this feeling is. And you're confident, and you can do a little more, and you can do a little more, and do a little more. Okay? All right. If you have any more questions, I'll see you at the rink. Don't worry about asking. I love to answer questions. And I think that's it for today. So I hope to see you at the next one. Or I'll see you at the rink. I'll see you at the rink.